In 2008, for the first time, we saw terrible violence against Christians in the eastern part of India, in the state of Orissa. This was unprecedented violence. Never before had Christians been attacked in such a way. I was meeting senior government officials. We met the Prime Minister, we met the President, and we were updating him on the situation, but nothing was changing on the ground. Suddenly we realized that it wasn't enough to be doing trainings or just sending out prayer requests. We needed to be more involved. The violence comes primarily from a small group of Indians who believes that India is a Hindu nation. What I saw in Orissa was not an isolated incident. We were noticing patterns and violence across the country, in fact. A small group of Christians will gather in a house for prayer, for fellowship, sometimes even just for dinner. And you will have a mob that will descend on that home, that church, and beat up everyone who's present, and then take the leader of that particular meeting, the pastor, the evangelist, drag them to the police station and try and have them arrested under laws that we call the anti-conversion laws. What these laws require us to do is that every time there is a religious conversion, it must be reported to the district authorities. The district authority is then supposed to launch a formal inquiry into your religious conversion, and they will then decide whether or not your conversion was under force. The term force includes the threat of divine displeasure. So if I held a gun to your head and said, convert to Christianity, of course I'd be guilty under the law. But if I also said that, if you don't believe in Christ, you could go to hell, that is the threat of divine displeasure. And therefore you would be guilty under the law. What is happening at the moment is that the pastor has a case against him. He is having to defend himself in the court of law. But the mob that beat him up or dragged him to the police station, no action is being taken against them. And we challenged this law in 2012. Can it ever be the state's decision who could intervene and who could stop that conversion? I'm excited about the fact that we can take these challenges to the High Courts, to the Supreme Court of India, knowing that we stand on solid ground. The Indian Constitution provides under Article 25 the freedom of conscience and the right to practice, profess and propagate the religion of one's choice. It's a constitutional, fundamental, guaranteed right.